All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I'm Alexa, and I'm head of marketing at StriveCloud. In case you don't know what StriveCloud is, we are a SaaS company in Ghent, using gamification to improve engagement and loyalty in companies. But first, I think to understand our choice for policies and leadership, you really need to know our story. We actually started in 2016 with Kaiser. If you're a gamer, maybe Kaiser rings a bell. It's the biggest esports and gaming community in the Benelux. But we soon realized that Kaiser was not really a scalable business model. So we decided to use the technology behind Kaiser and turn it into a SaaS model. And we launched StriveCloud. And then 5 years later, we ended up launching 3 different products: an online tournament and community platform for sports organizations and brands to engage gamers, an in-app gamified loyalty solution to improve user onboarding and improve user engagement and reduce churn. And also, most recently, a gamified knowledge-based and self-assessment tool to help Belgian companies switch their fleet to electric vehicles. And also we sold Kaiser last year. And as you can see, we did a lot, and trust me, it's been a crazy ride until now. So let me tell you about our team. Right now, we're 14 people, 50% on product. And what really defined us is the need for freedom and the thrive in trust. And this starts from the two founders, which are two serious entrepreneurs, and goes up to every member of the team and employee, and defines our culture. And this is why a no rules approach is something that works for us today. So the no rules approach was first developed by Netflix, and basically at its core has managing with context, not with control. It has 3 key principles. First, we have no policies. Secondly, we transfer the power to the individual. And third, we build a framework of giving feedback to each other. Why we decided to go for this approach? First, it fits our culture. Second, it takes time and resources to develop rules, to put in place structures, and also making sure they're implemented and updated. And for us, as a small company, this creates an overhead. Of course, if you're a bigger company, something like this can work. But for us, at this point, was not. We made the trade-off. And lastly, also it fosters creativity and innovation, and attracts and keeps young talent, because the millennials and the Generation Z today, they're not very fond of rules, and they really thrive in freedom. They demand flexibility. And this is what we aim to provide to them. So this is how we did it internally. That was the theory. This is how we did it inside. First of all, we have no policies when it comes to company assets. Do you want a laptop? Okay, what laptop do you want? And based on the availability, we're going to make an offer. Also, for mobile phones, we have no policies on what is a good behavior in using a company asset. So we really give confidence and we trust our employees. Also, we have for the car, for the offering a company car, there's a small policy but that's for the insurer. Also, you can work from everywhere, anywhere, but also come in the office if you want. For example, we have one of our developers who has been working in the past 6 months from Singapore, and including myself, last week I was in England, and I was doing exactly the same thing. And maybe the most important part, and something special, we decided to go for unlimited holidays. And I think there are not a lot of companies today in Belgium who offer that. We did that because instead of telling our people how many days they can take off in a year, we give the freedom to the individual to decide how many days do you want to take if you align with your team and if you meet the deadlines. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a nice one. And but to be able to do all these fun things, we also needed to make sure that the responsibility lays with the individual, and that is clear. And we do this in two ways. First, we give clear. First, we set and we communicate clear expectations, and we keep each other accountable for it. And that's a collective teamwork. Each member of the team is doing that towards one another. And lastly, we really work in building a feedback culture. And this is one, of our current focus in the company. So we've been on this system in the past 1.5 years. And what did we learn? First, there are some things on the downside. Not everybody, we have different personality. Not everybody thrives in a no rules approach, and some people work better in a structured way, in a framework. Also, we didn't always have the right framework until now, which in some cases led to people falling behind the flexible system. And also, something that we learn is like really important to hire people for our culture and people who can actually thrive in this system. And some pluses, feedback from our employees, the happiness went up, engagement went up. We keep talent, people are not leaving, and we encourage creativity and innovation. And today, the system is not perfect. We still have things to work on, especially in installing the feedback culture. But it's a system that works for us because each and one of us thrives in it. And we challenge each other every day. And we keep each other accountable. And yeah, as a startup, we facilitate innovation and creativity. And if you look back on the first slide and all the things that we did in the past 5 years, it just proves it. So if you have any questions about the framework, about the new no rules approach, just reach out to me after the talks or ask questions during the panel. Happy to answer them all. So thank you.